Welcome to episode 44 of Box News. I am here with pro gamer Andrea Lana to talk about the game from Lionhead Studios by, I believe his name is Peter Molyneux. She doesn't know. Going to talk about Fable 2, as this October Fable 3 will be released under the same production company. Here you see Fable 2 gameplay. The nice thing about this game, you can play as a male or female, so it's welcoming to both male and female audiences. What are we doing exactly right now, Andrea Lana?
There was a guy who had these evil goblin things attacking his house, and so he asked me to go kill him. So I'm doing that.
Okay, so are you like a knight, or what is your character exactly? Can you give us a summary of like the main story of the game?
Basically, when you're a little girl,
Or boy.
Or boy, yeah, for me, girl. But you grow up, you're an orphan, it's just you and your sister, and then one night, the rich guy in town invites you to his house. So you and your sister go there thinking that you were going to be adopted by this man and finally have money and food and whatnot. And he ends up killing your sister to sacrifice her for some ritual. It's been a while since I played this game. I don't necessarily remember, but I think it's for some ritual, like he's trying to bring his wife and his child back to life. They died, I think she died in childbirth or something. But anyway, so he kills your sister and knocks you out the window, and you actually survive, and are saved by a gypsy woman who raises you, and when you get to a certain age, you basically set out to avenge your sister's death.
Okay, so pretty much the tutorial of the game does take place when you're a kid. It said the thing about the game before it came out says you get to grow up and live basically through fulfill your own fantasy. But it actually, the story does jump quite some time from being a kid to being much older and going back to the place where you grew up. Some of the nice perks about the game: you can purchase properties. There's free will basically. You can be a good or bad character, and depending on how you go through the story and how you do things, you could actually grow a halo?
Mm-hmm.
or devil horns. And then also your companion, which is your dog, will either be a lighter color or he'll turn completely black. It'll also influence the towns to have lower prices for you or higher prices for you, depending on your respect level with them. And here we see a death. But the nice thing about a death is you just lose experience points. You actually don't get launched back to your last save. Now, what era does this game take place? What time period?
Oh, like way back in the day. I don't even know what time period it would be, to be honest with you.
Almost like a Renaissance period?
I guess,
The clothing reminds me of that.
Probably.
Now, there's a lot of things to do in this game. A lot of people think it's just an RPG, but I feel it's more than an RPG. I don't know how to categorize this game. If there was a category called Absolute Fun, I would say that that's where it would fit. There's mini games. There's little hidden things like you just found there. You just found the silver key, and each item you find, it has details on what it does, a little history you find. Isn't there hidden cards also or something like that? Diaries. There's all kinds of things. There's mini games. You can go to the bar, be a bartender. You can be a wood chopper. You can be what do they call the metal?
Something Smith.
Something Smith. You could be a Something Smith. I'm drawing a blank. All you can comment and correct mine and her error. But I mean, there's different things you can do just to get money, to kill time. There's card games. There's all kinds of other games. Before the game came out, they actually had pub games, which was an Xbox Live arcade game, and you could earn money that way before the game even came out. Unfortunately, I did not purchase that because it was like another $10 or $15. But it's a nice thing to have before the game came out if you're really deep into the Fable series. What else can I talk about? Some of the weaponry. Obviously, you're going to get a wide assortment of guns and weapons you can purchase and level up. You get augments to put on the weapons to gain certain attributes. And those little orbs that you're getting here, explain to me what the different orbs do.
I'll be honest with you, I don't really remember. One of them is like your power. I don't even remember. It's been so long since I played this game. Do you?
One's for sword skill.
Okay.
One is for gun skill. The other is for your special power skill. Basically, however you kill your enemy, you're going to get a bonus from that skill. Let's say you just use your sword. You're going to power that sword up much, much faster than if you were to use your gun or magical power. And then the fourth one that you've seen there was experience overall, just like bonus experience. If you do things in like a sweet way, like there you see your powers, charging them up. You see you just annihilate everyone. You just got a bunch of red and green, normal experience, and then the red, which was your power. You see that? So that's what you just got for that fight. Now to gather them, unlike other games, you actually have to hold the right trigger and it gathers the experience orbs. Not really much of an inconvenience. You see here there's chests you can search, you find new clothing. What is going on in that fire?
Game glitch.
We have a glitch.
Creep-tastic.
So that does happen in games from time to
Is
time.
that a crib?
Crib? It sure is, with
Ew.
a skull in it. Yeah. See, there's hidden things all throughout here. There's also towns in the game. You can go buy food. You can basically romance is the clean term, I guess. They actually have in your stats, they track your STDs. So you can see how many STDs you got, because you can actually use condoms in this game, which I'm pretty sure condoms weren't around in that time period. But hey, it's in the game, you know. Video games are supposed to be, you know, fictional, so. But you can have a wife or wives or male companions, female companions, whichever you prefer. This game does not discriminate, which is great. You can also murder your family and any of the townspeople if you want to be evil. You can rob the stores and just go around killing everything and anything that comes in your path. But the thing most people complained about, why can't I kill my own child? Well,
People
because
complained
that's...
about that?
Yeah. Well, because it's kind of sick. But, hey, if you want to live your life, you know, through a fantasy game, that's fine. Just don't, you know, do it in real life, but... It's just kind of weird. But you get different items from different things. You get food that can heal you. You get clothing that has certain effects on your attributes. And there's all kinds of different things. There's been 2 expansions to this. So there's more quests after you beat the main story. The game does have 3 different endings, each with its own achievement. I believe it was 100 points each. Something like that. There was like a really good ending, a bad ending, and then a neutral ending. How did it work?
There was a bad, neutral, and a really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah, the neutral one was and then there was like a really, really good one and a really, really awful one.
Now, after you finish the game, you can still continue to play through it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't have to stop. You just keep playing off of, you know, people will feel about you differently depending on how you chose to play the game and what path you chose to take while you were at the end there. So, and then as you can see, your character will change. Sometimes if I get close to a wall, I'm old and I have scars because of some choices I made in the game. Those scars are like wounds. The more you get hit, the more scars you have. And then of course I'm like huge and buff because I have all my body points up or whatever. Which, yes, you can be a woman, but you can't really be a womanly woman because you have to up your
You have to be
body
strong.
attributes, yeah. So like you're like a tough looking woman.
Okay.
Which is fine. It's just if you're looking to be like a sexy lady, that's just not gonna happen.
Now, here's everyone's question. Does the game have Xbox Live? Yes, it does. A lot of people don't know how it works. Well, what happens is, if your friends are also playing the game, you're going to see a little orb floating around with their gamer tag on it. You're going to see them walking around the town, but not their actual body. You'll see their arm with their orb with their gamer tag floating above it. And basically, you just killed Tommy.
Well, Tommy, who was dressed like a woman with potatoes as his boobs, did you see that? Awkward.
It's different.
See, look at Tommy's dressed like a woman. Not that it matters.
Freedom of choice in this game. Everything is choice and options. You can play whatever you want to do. Tommy chose to be a woman as a male. There's your dog.
Hey, doggy.
Now you can name your dog. You can name your family. You can name.
He's injured.
He is injured. You need to heal him. You can feed him treats. You can feed him tricks to help you out. He also digs up treasures and different things. So he is an important companion to you in this game. Press down on the directional pad.
See that?
Now, the dog will be back in Fable 3. That was obviously a popular feature. But let me touch real quick on the Xbox Live. The Xbox Live, like I said, you see an orb. You can go up to the orb and interact it. You can gift them. You can also join their session. So you can go to their save game file and help them out in missions. With this being done, though, you can also put your trust into someone. If you're trying to be good, they can essentially just start killing your townspeople, and it puts that on you as being a bad character for like your friend being, you know, evil, makes you look evil. So there's always that trust. Don't invite some random person. So put it friends only, and sometimes I would just put it invite only, because people can just randomly join in your session and start killing people. We got a minute or two left, so I basically want to ask you, you know, what were your favorite parts of the game? What did you enjoy? Like, just tell me about the game. Like, why was it so great to you?
No longer will women's underwear disappear from laundry lines.
That's creepy.
It's so fun to play. You can really, really choose your own path. You can choose how you want to act. You can choose what to do. Look at that. Look at all those men who love me. And a couple of women. This woman has a gift for me.
Ooh.
I know, hey.
She gave you extract.
Yeah. And you get, see the crowns above my head? I got, what are those, like...
Renown?
Hero points. Yeah, renown points, because I got rid of the women's underwear stealing weirdo in the town.
And that's what unlocks quests, I forgot to inform. When you get more renown, you can do more things in the game. There's main story, there's also side quests. Uh-oh.
Random just showed up. These people are all going to be afraid of me now because I'm killing in front of them. They don't like that.
They don't like violence. Oh, you might want to say that person. They're getting murdered. Well, this is Fable 2. I'm going to wrap things up now. This has gotten lengthy.
Woo.
As she dies. It's a good time. To wrap
Good time.
But thank you again. What do you give this game?
I give it an A for sure. This game is so much fun to play. If
So,
you don't like this game,
this is a must-own, high
oh
replayability.
yeah. You got. I mean, this is a great game.
Lots to explore. There's hidden things all over. There's so much to do in this game. Plus, it's just fun to go around and be a whore. And on that note, I want to thank you for watching another episode of Box News. Be on the lookout this October for Fable 3. It's hopefully going to be bigger and better, if they can do that, than Fable 2. Exclusive to Xbox 360, I must add. So if you don't own an Xbox, sorry. Go get one. It's worth it. Just don't go get the red rings. Anyways, thank you again, and continue to look out for more episodes of Box News coming soon.